For more on the aftermath of the Paris attacks, let me turn to Nuno Pinto. He's the editor of a Portuguese publication called Sabado. Nuno, welcome.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here.
You've been in Paris for a couple of days now. Explain to us, has the mood changed over the past few days from when you first got there?
Yes, I would say that the mood changed a little bit. At the beginning, when we arrived here on Saturday, there was a sense of anger about what had happened, but that evolved a little bit. People started reacting to the events. People started, they went to demonstrations. They made some kind of effort to don't let that fear or the fear that something might happen again to get on with their lives. And they simply maintaining their daily lives and their daily routines. They went to the cafes, they went to the restaurants, to the shops, and the traffic is circulating normally. So people are starting to getting on.
Nuno, what are people telling you when you talk to Parisians who've lived in this amazing city perhaps all their lives? There is still a shift, a change.
Mm-hmm. Well, the people that are the most affected are the people that were at the places of the attacks. I spoke with several of them, and one of them even told me that he doesn't consider the possibility of returning to Paris in the next future.
Wow.
Because events are so vivid in their minds. He can still hear the gunshots and the explosions. So, and he's a person who loves to go to concerts or he loves to go to restaurants, but for this moment, he's not considering that possibility. So, but for most people, because Paris is a very large city, so it affected the businesses that are in the surrounding areas. But in the rest of the city, well, people are sad and people are angry, but people are getting on with their lives.
You covered the aftermath of the Charlie Hebdo attacks in Paris back in January. Mm-hmm. How is this one different to you as a journalist covering the story?
It's different in the sense that there was a motivation behind the Charlie Hebdo attacks. I mean, people understood what was behind it, but this time it's indiscriminate violence. In French, there is an expression, it's la violence gratuite. It's pure violence. It doesn't have a purpose. It's simply a violent attack against a way of life and against the way the French are used to live. So they got the notion that they might be on a daily, regular daily life. They can be on a cafe and simply someone starts shooting at them, and that's not normal. And that's the main difference in my view.
And quickly, Nuno, we're running out of time. What is the one thing that will stand out in your mind covering the story?
Besides that notion, I think that the Europeans are, and also the Americans, I would say, are realizing that ISIS doesn't need to send groups of commandos to Europe or to the United States to commit this kind of attacks, because most of the attackers, they were born in Europe, so they are already here.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Nuno Pinto, thank you.